With all due respect, sir, we can't stand on the sidelines while they redraw the maps for the 20th century. They are weak. We need to act.
Europa lies in ashes, but our national bird is the eagle, not the vulture. Americans don't want an empire, George. We lead by example, not by threat of force.
Of course, you are right. But only the strong can protect the weak. The situation up north is untenable. If we want to lead by example, we must not allow tyranny to win.
Alaska is Roosevelt territory. We have no jurisdiction there.
They're murdering landowners and seizing factories. Factories that American businesses invested millions in. Are we really gonna sit here and let criminals steal our property?
No. We can't tolerate these acts against our people on the American continent. Deal with the situation, George, but discreetly. In and out, minimal casualties.
Yes, Mr. President. I'll send our best man.
Captain! You alright?
Yeah.
You saved my life.
We all make mistakes, Scotty.
Ow.
Give me our sit rep.
This airbase is our target. We came down around here.
And the others?
Scattered, but most of them should be around these LZs.
Right. Listen up. This isn't the mission we wanted. Lord knows it's not the weather we wanted. But we'll find the others and take out that enemy AA. There's only two things we're not doing. Leaving our friends behind and failing to get the job done.
Yeah.
They're going down.
Then let's get our boys.
Thanks for the rescue, Captain.
How'd you let these Roosevets pin you down? Where are your mechs?
We got cut off before we could get them up. The mechs came down here and here. The Roosevets attacked when we were retrieving them.
We should get them if we can. But taking out those 3 anti-air positions is still our priority. Let's turn this shit show around. At least we have a way into the base now.
Told you they wouldn't take this lying down.
We need to secure the airfield and destroy the last anti-air cannon.
What about those mechs? That's a lot of firepower coming our way.
Don't have to fight them now. We can move around them. Almost done. Come on!
So, about that drink?
I'm not sure you can handle the good stuff, Daniels.
Ha! Just you try me, Captain.
You're on. Bernie?
Yes, sir.
Contact the fleet. They're clear to start landing the material.
You got it, Captain.
Captain Mason, Do you think the American Union should be invading Roosevelt territory while that nation's citizens fight for freedom and democracy?
This isn't a charity gala, Randolph. Who invited you to the party?
You know who. Daddy's friends pull some strings. America's son must be presented in the best light possible.
I serve my country the best I can and look after my men. And there are no strings on me to pull.
Are your father's associates aware of this rebellious tone? Do you agree with those seeking to discard our nation's long-standing non-interventionist policy? Should America deploy its military might anywhere in the world? Standing armies and new taxes to fund it all, huh? Before you know it, we'll be building bases overseas. Captain!
Attention!
All right, gentlemen, this is the situation. We are here. This is the Rockford Oil Refinery, owned and funded by American businesses. Roosevelt revolutionaries have stormed the refinery, halting all shipments to the Union. You know what that means.
It means we kicked their ass!
It means the folks back home can't afford gas for fuel or heat anymore. It's not just Wall Street fat cats these revolutionaries are messing with, but every American family. It's our job to make sure the world gets the message that the American people won't be pushed around. Now, let's get a base set up and ensure a steady flow of resources. Excellent work, gentlemen.
Looking forward to being on the magazine covers again, Cap?
Oh, like those.
Mason saves the American way of life and the American oil industry.
You're welcome.
Captain Mason, do you read me?
Go ahead, Admiral.
We've detected heavy enemy forces closing on your position.
What the? How many? From where?
Hold your ground, Captain.
We need defenses!
Captain, you all right?
I'm fine. Search for wounded and then...
Captain Mason, more enemies approaching your position.
What?
More than you can handle. I'll take it from here. Keep your heads down. What are you waiting for? Let's get our boys out of there.
We couldn't have stopped them ourselves. Thanks.
Captain, report for debrief now.
Check for the wounded. Don't leave anyone behind.
Yes, sir.
Should the American people accept their sons dying to protect the interests of oil companies? What do you think, Captain? Did you know that the refinery was owned by some of your father's, associates? Speak of the devil. Any comment on your son's performance today, Admiral Mason?
Captain Mason demonstrated bravery and quick decision-making in a difficult situation. As a distinguished West Point graduate, he has once again demonstrated that strong leadership makes all the difference in battle.
Right. Does the protection of American interests justify this sort of intervention, as well as drastically increased military spending?
We need to be prepared. It's a dangerous world out there.
And there's a lot of money to be made, am I right, Admiral? Some of your associates seem to have a keen interest in,
Out.
Excuse me.
Our supporters aren't as forgiving as I am. If you continue disappointing, they'll find someone else.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
There's another opportunity, Arabia. There is greater risk, but the reward is too high to overlook. If we pull it off, Alaska will be forgotten.
Pull off what?
The king recently asked for support removing his Saxonian occupiers. He needs weapons and training to declare independence. Even that dove in the White House can't deny helping Arabia would be a worthwhile investment.
So, what happened?
The king and his 2 sons have been murdered. But there is a new king. What if he were to ask for more than weapons, for an intervention?
They were murdered?
Free men liberating an oppressed nation led by America's son. Arabia regains its sovereignty, the Union sows seeds spreading our ideals, and our backers get access to Arabia's resources. Everyone's a winner. You'd be the hero who delivered freedom to the Arabians, forging an alliance with them. That's the sort of thing presidents are made of.
You think that Congress will authorize this?
This won't be on the books.
Better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
As soon as we have a foot in the door, we make the story go public. Congress can thank us later. I'll make the necessary arrangements. You leave in 12 hours.
Yes, sir. You ever want to see the desert?
What? Desert?
You might get your story after all.
Alaska wasn't enough! Now we're getting involved in the Arabian Civil War?
Sort of. Technically, Arabia is occupied by Saxony. Some tribes support them, others resist. But most of the Bedouin tribes tried to kick them out under the last king, waged a guerrilla war for years. The politics of the new king are still unclear.
You think the new king is a friend to the Union, Captain? I'd say no. Hold tight!
What do we have to work with?
The airship's scrap. So's a good chunk of our equipment.
Great.
What are we going to do? We're in the middle of nowhere.
Let's find the second airship and see if the boys are okay.
Just once, I'd like to be part of a mission that doesn't start with a crash.
Hello? We just crashed in the desert.
And if you don't want to die in it, I'd suggest you stay close.
The other airship.
That doesn't look good.
Murphy? O'Brien?
Sir, over here. Tracks.
Infantry and mechs.
They can't have gone far.
Let's follow them. Our men could still be alive. A small village with a train station.
More like a train station with a village. The Saxonian trains need water.
Pretty sure our boys are in that building. It's gonna be hard to get them out.
Pretty much impossible, I'd say.
We need to find a way quickly. If that train takes them away, we won't see them again until they're on the front page of every newspaper in the world.
I don't see how we... Whoa!
Whew. Seems like not all the tribes are friends of Saxony after all.
Takes stones to attack the train so close to their base.
That's our chance! We have exactly one chance to capture that village, and that is now! Let's go!
Now it's ours.
Good job, everyone!
Where did the rebels go?
عادوا من حيث أتوا إلى الصحراء الشاسعة شرقا.
They live in the desert?
تأتي القبيلة الحرة وتذهب. إنهم آخر المقاتلين منذ أن وقع الملك الجديد معاهدة مع الساكسونيين.
Tell us more about the Free Tribe.
لا أستطيع. سيهجم الساكسونيون من الشمال والجنوب. سيهزمونك. وسيتم شنق جميع من ساعدوك.
We need to talk to the leader of the Free Tribe. He might be the only friends we still have in this country.
But they're in the desert.
Yes.
You can't be serious.
So, you're the leader of these people.
نشأت القبيلة الحرة منذ أشهر. نرحب بأي رجل أو امرأة يرفضون الرضوخ للسكسونيين.
You know, it's a losing fight.
بالفعل.
Look, I need to talk to the new king.
لا أظن أن التحدث إلى عمي فكرة سديدة.
You are...
لقد قتل أبي وإخوتي وسلم شبه الجزيرة العربية للسكسونيين وفتحوا له خزائنهم. عد من حيث أتيت يا أمريكي، فبلاد العرب بيعت سلفاً.
Yet you're still fighting.
نحن نقاتل وحدنا. قلتها بنفسك. هي معركة خاسرة.
Nonsense! A beautiful desert princess fighting for freedom? An American war hero at her side. That's gold.
لا تهمني وعودك الدعائية الرنانة ولا ما يعتقده الجانب الآخر من العالم عني.
You should. If the American people become invested in your story, our politicians won't be able to stop them from helping you.
With America on your side, Arabia would be free within months.
لما أثق بك؟ ماذا يميزك عن الغربيين الآخرين الذين يعدون بالنجوم بينما يسرقون الأرض من تحتنا؟
Then let our actions speak for us.
اثبت يا أمريكي.
What are we looking at?
أبلغني جواسيسي بأمر أغضب السكسونيين. تم القبض على مجموعة من الأوروبيين في الصحراء من قبل جنودهم.
That's a lot of guards for a few interlopers.
هذا رأيي بالضبط. أي سجين مهم لساكسونيا يستحق أن يؤخذ منهم.
If we want to get into the prison, we'll need more equipment. This harbor here. My father's men snuck some US resources and weapons into it. We'll need to secure it first.
فلنذهب إذن. أرنا قدرتك أيها القائد.
Yes, her uncle is backed by the Saxonians, but she's leading her people against them. Just imagine, a heroic freedom fighter with an American advisor bringing freedom to the oppressed people of Arabia.
Sounds like a long shot. Maybe we can convince this new king to see things our way.
People back home will believe in their fight for independence, not deals with some medieval king. Let me do this.
I don't care who is in charge of Arabia as long as there's a compelling reason for us to intervene. If you think the girl is our best option, go with it. But William, don't mess this up again. My supporters grow impatient. This might be our last chance.
All right, everyone. We've got a prison to break into. The prison is yours, Princess. How did we do, Your Highness?
لم تكن آمالي كبيرة. لرجل جاب الصحراء بدون ماء أبليت بلاء حسنا. اجلبوا لي الأسرى.
Danke für die Rettung.
من تكون؟
Ich heiße Gunther von Duisburg. Das ist Frieda Rüthe, eine Ingenieurin par excellence. Das ist Michael Sikorski. Er war früher in der polanischen Armee. Wir sind im Auftrag von Nikola Tesla hier.
The Kaiser Killer himself.
Wenn Sie Wilhelm bekämpfen, haben wir einen gemeinsamen Feind.
علينا أن نتحدث، لكن ليس هنا. هيا، خذوا ما تستطيعون أخذه واخرجوا.
Und seit dem Kampf bei Teslas Fabrik haben wir gegen Fenris und ihren schädlichen Einfluss gearbeitet. Dann vor ein paar Wochen hat Tesla sich an ihren Vater gewandt und angeboten, ihm zu helfen, die saxonische Besatzung zu beenden.
How noble of him.
Er bot im Austausch gegen Öl technische Hilfe bei der Rebellion an. Eine einvernehmliche Partnerschaft. Bedauerlicherweise zieht Ihr Onkel es scheinbar vor, für die Saxonier zu arbeiten. Sie haben unserer Delegation eine Falle gestellt.
عذراً يا لورد دوسبورغ. في ساكسونيا مصرون على إبقاء عمي في السلطة بأي ثمن. وقلة مستعدون للقتال. لذا لا يسمح وضعنا بتأييد اتفاق كهذا مع تسلا.
Es steht aber noch mehr auf dem Spiel hier. In Saxony ist das Böse auf dem Vormarsch und schon bald wird es einen weiteren Krieg geben. Saxony darf nicht die Kontrolle über Arabias Öl haben, wenn dieser Krieg beginnt.
ليس قرار ساكسونيا ولا تسلا ولا أي جهة أخرى. فشعبي وأيضاً وطني ليس سلعاً تباع وتشترى.
Sie haben recht. In meiner Heimat hatten sie auch ein Problem damit. Aber ich habe Saxonys Armeen gesehen. Sie haben nichts, um sie aufzuhalten. Wenn sie verschwinden sollen, brauchen sie Verbündete.
Strong allies. A band of misfits hiding in the Balkans can't fight the Saxonian war machine. But America can.
Das wird es aber nicht. Die Union hat sich während des Großen Kriegs versteckt. Die Amerikaner haben kein Interesse an einem Abenteuer in Europa. Die Allianz kann Saxony nicht für sie aus Arabien vertreiben. Aber wir können ihnen alles in die Hand geben, um es selbst zu tun. Natürlich nur, falls sie es schaffen, die Stämme unter ihrem Banner zu vereinen.
That's a big if. The American public will care about Arabia if we give them something they can believe in. America used to be a colony itself. We have a soft spot for people fighting European imperialists. All we need is a visible victory, something big, a symbol.
Das ist ja alles schön und gut, aber...
I'm listening.
So, tell me more about this Fenris.
مهمتنا هي السيطرة على مدينة العقبة غداً. حتى لو لم تدم السيطرة عليها، فرفع راية القبيلة الحرة على المدينة هو رمز قوي. ستكون الصورة التي ستجوب العالم وتلهم الآخرين للانضمام لقضيتنا النبيلة.
In order to take Aqaba, we need more supplies and weapons. The Saxonian base to our north has just what we need. The base's defenses are too powerful for a direct assault.
لهذا السبب سوف نستولي على قطار هنا ونتوجه به للقاعدة خفية ونفتح البوابات من الداخل.
Build a base. We've got a train to catch.
What's the status?
Our plan is to seize the harbor city of Aqaba. Raising the flag of the free tribe there could motivate the other tribes to join Princess Sita's cause.
When will she ask for U.S. military support?
As soon as we've captured Aqaba, she'll officially request weapons and training.
Weapons and training? We need them to ask for a military intervention, nothing less.
I'm working on it.
You're wasting time. You're going to...
I'll do this my way, Admiral.
We're on the move! Once the train's in the base, we'll open the gate from the inside. All units stand by. We'll need support as soon as the gate's open.
We did it!
Beeindruckende Leistung.
Search the depot for weapons and anything else we can use.
Brunhilde!
What is that?
Das ist Brunhilde, mein Friedersmeck.
It looks like it belongs in a museum.
Sie können sich dafür entschuldigen, wenn er uns geholfen hat, Aqaba einzunehmen.
هل تظنون جاهزون؟
Today we proved it, and tomorrow we'll make history.
What's next for your freedom fighters, Princess Sita?
لدينا ما نحتاج من معدات لأخذ العقبة وتعطيل إمدادات ساكسونيا بالمنطقة. هذه الخطوة الأولى فقط. سنطرد الساكسونيين من شبه الجزيرة العربية ونستعيد استقلالنا.
And, Captain Mason, why should Americans care about war in a distant place like Arabia?
America is a beacon for the oppressed. We will always be on the side of those who fight tyranny. Freedom, the pursuit of happiness, and justice for all. These are not simply American values, but inalienable human rights, and we should protect them throughout the world.
Eure Hoheit, vielleicht ist Arabien nicht dazu bestimmt, unabhängig zu sein. Öl wird zunehmend wertvoller für die mächtigen Nationen der Welt, darunter auch Amerika. Was hält Amerika davon ab, Arabien als Schutzmacht zu besetzen, wenn Saxony fort ist?
We're not Europa, Commander. America is not an imperialist nation. We're not in the business of occupying countries for our own gain.
Im Moment befinden sich in Alaska amerikanische Truppen und es sieht nicht so aus, als würden sie bald wieder abziehen. Nicht wahr, Captain?
صحيح. نحن ضعفاء الآن. لكننا لم نكن هكذا. لقد كنا قادة العالم في العلم. فكل النجوم في السماء تحمل أسماء عربية. من واشنطن إلى دريسدن يستخدم الجميع أرقامنا للعد. تاريخنا هو تاريخ العالم. أما الآن صارت أراضينا غنيمة للانتهازيين ومطمعاً لطموحات الآخرين. لقد تخطانا العالم وأريد تغيير ذلك. يجب طرد الساكسونيين، وعندها يمكننا بناء مجتمع متحرر من قيود التقاليد القديمة. أظن أن العرض الذي اقترحه نيكولا تسلا سيساعدنا في الوقوف على أقدامنا مجدداً. ومع ذلك لا يستطيع تسلا هزيمة الساكسونيين. أمريكا تستطيع. لكني أرفض بقاء قوات أجنبية على أرضنا بعد طرد الساكسونيين. هل تعدني ألا تقايد شبه الجزيرة العربية محتلاً بآخر عندما أطلب مساعدة أمريكا؟
I'll make sure that Union forces leave once the job is done.
Ich kenne die Art von Leuten, mit denen sein Vater zusammenarbeitet. Vielleicht glaubt der Captain, sie austricksen und von ihren Einflüssen abschneiden zu können, wenn er im Weißen Haus ist. Aber das kann er nicht. Er besiegt sie nicht in ihrem eigenen Spiel. Wenn sie mit Fenris Hilfe wirklich Präsident werden, könnten die ihre Präsidentschaft zu jeder Zeit beenden. Sie wären deren Marionette.
You have my word.
أثق بك. لسنا كعائلاتنا. إن أفعالنا التي تحدد هويتنا.
Listen up, everyone. The city of Aqaba is our main objective. But we have to deal with this first. An old fortress being used as a defensive position. It is possible to try to force our way through it, but it might be better to flank and attack them from behind. Scouts report there is a small gap within their AA coverage. We could land a small force and use them to fight our way through to this position, which should make storming the fort a whole lot easier. We've also received reports that there's an enemy airbase here, so we can expect heavy air resistance coming towards us from that direction. By the end of the day, we'll raise the flag of the Free Tribe on the Saxonian flagpole.
Yeah! There it is! Down with Saxony! So be it!
باستردادنا المدينة نرسل رسالة إلى شبه الجزيرة. سنثبت للجميع أن الساكسونيين يهزمون، ومعاً سوف نسترد حريتنا.
Now, let's kick some ass! Let's go!
بالفعل قد نجحنا. قمنا بتحرير العقبة.
Was there ever any doubt?
Hurry! I need those shots before the sun goes down.
maybe they're here to join us.
لا، هذه راية عم.
Wir müssen los, sofort!
ماذا يحدث؟
No idea! Don't!
Verdammt!
بأمر من الملك خالد ملك شبه الجزيرة العربية أعلن أن الأميرة سيتا ومتمرديها والمتآمرين الأجانب معها أسرى لجلالته. سيتم اصطحابكم إلى الحاكم الساكسوني لشبه الجزيرة العربية جنرال فون شلونهايم. القائد ميسن ورجاله أحرار.
I didn't. Hey.
This was my fault. I should have realized your judgment would be clouded by naive ideals and a pretty face. You lack focus. I'll have to limit your leeway in the future.
We were about to...
Our people talked to King Khalid and made him a better offer than the Saxonians. In 3 days, he will officially ask America for military assistance and an ongoing presence to provide security and stability in the region. You'll lead our forces to free Arabia from Saxony.
And the princess and her freedom fighters?
These people are no freedom fighters. They're criminals. Saxony will execute them to uphold law and order, and King Khalid will use the murder of his niece as reason to turn his back on the Saxonians.
But why? We captured Aqaba. Princess Sita would have united the people behind her. She could throw Saxony out and become the rightful ruler of Arabia.
And then what? We leave and she sells us oil at whatever price she sees fit? You want to make the Union dependent on them?
But it's their country! And why wouldn't they cooperate as allies once we've helped them? When we show them what liberty is, when we lead by example.
The world will benefit from our principles. But standing on principle isn't enough. Neither are the latest auto machines or all of Arabia's oil. More than anything, we need a president who will do what is required to build something greater, a new world order. We'll make the 20th century America's century.
I see.
We want the same thing, William. But I know what success requires. You will not disobey me again. And you will forget about these people. Dismissed.
Pinker, gather our boys. I need to talk with everyone.
Why not talk with them in the air, Captain? The ship is manned and ready. We don't leave our friends behind, right, Captain?
I need you to do something.
This is treason, you know.
That's why I need your help.
All of you already know why we're here. The situation is...
Captain! Over there!
اخفضوا أسلحتكم. أتينا للمساعدة.
Are you with the Free Tribe?
لا، رأيناك تساعد الأميرة سيتا في الاستيلاء على العقبة. إن كنتم ستساعدونها فنحن هنا لمساعدتكم. أرني الخريطة. إن أميرتنا أسيرة هنا على الجبل، وأصدقاؤكم محبوسون بالأسفل في قواعد السكسونيين، ومن المقرر إعدامهم عند الشروق.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Our friends, those who fought and bled with us, need our help. Don't let them down!
Ach, wer kommt denn da?
Für Beschuldigungen ist keine Zeit. Zuerst müssen wir Prinzessin Sita befreien.
She's being held in the mountaintop palace. Gear up and get ready. There will be resistance.
حقا؟ انتصرنا؟ انتصرنا فعلا؟
وسنفعلها مرارا وتكرارا، لكن المعركة لم تنتهي. اهتموا بالجرحى وخذوا ما ترونه مفيدا واستعدوا للرحيل. لماذا عدت؟
Freedom. Justice for all. They're not just slogans. I swore an oath to defend America from her enemies, foreign and domestic. And America's enemies aren't here.
سيتم سجنك أو أسوأ.
I have to go back.
متى تصل روبوتات تسلا الحربية؟
Ganz sicher schon bald. Dieser Mann ist für seine Wunder wohl bekannt.
جيد. بينما نحارب ساكسونيا أريد أن أثقف شعبي، فلا يمكننا الوقوف رأساً برأس ضد أوروبا في الحرب فقط.
Das ist wahr.
Wir können Beduinen rekrutieren, um in Teslas Fabrik zu helfen. Es gibt viel zu lernen, was sie mit nach Hause nehmen können.
أتظنون سننجح؟
Das wird ein sehr langer Kampf. Aber ja, ich glaube es. Mit Angst kann man die Leute nicht ewig unter Kontrolle halten.
ماذا سيحدث لويل؟
Höchstwahrscheinlich wird er wegen Verrats gehängt. Entweder das oder er wird unser Präsident. Amerikaner empfinden eine enorme Zuneigung für ihre Helden. Manchmal brauchen sie nur eine ganze Weile, um zu erkennen, wer ihre Helden wirklich sind.
Breaking news. WOSU has just confirmed reports of a covert military expedition overseas involving some of our nation's most senior officials. Shocking revelations indicate that Admiral Mason and other Washington power brokers orchestrated the venture. All documented by photographs, telegrams, and sworn testimony by none other than Captain William Mason, the Admiral's own son. Our very own Randolph Wells was an eyewitness to the events. Tell us what you saw, Randolph.
Captain Mason exposed a plot to use the Union military to leverage lucrative business opportunities for Washington insiders in what some have labeled a military-industrial complex.
Shocking news indeed. In related news, the President will address the nation this evening and present his new stance on foreign policy in light of these revelations.